Welcome to another episode of the Modern Facilities Management Podcast, brought to you by FlowPath. I'm your host, Griffin Hamilton. This is the show where I interview industry experts who share their stories, strategies, and insights into modern-day facilities management. From hospitality to commercial real estate and everything in between, we'll learn what it really takes to succeed as a facilities manager. Good afternoon and good evening to Cindy and everyone across the pond. How's it going?
Hi, Griffin. Thank you for having me, for taking me on a stroll, because that's what we are going to do, aren't we?
Yeah, for those of you listening, we're here at Facility Fusion here in Austin. This is our very first live show coming in from IFMA Facility Fusion, and you can see all the hustle and bustle behind me going around. But
wow,
yeah, thank you
it's
so
such
much
a big
for
contrast with
for
where
coming
I
on,
am.
Cindy. How's it going?
Oh, it's going fine. What I said was just a big contrast between the place where you are right now and here, myself in my little studio where it's all quiet. But
Well,
hey,
I'm
lovely
glad.
to see you over there.
Yeah, I'm really glad we're able to connect here, and I know we're going to be walking around, and I'm going to have a bunch of people like Brian here that are going to come in and try to say hey, but I'm going to stop by, and before I do go and look at different technologies, why don't you tell folks what it is that you guys are doing and why we're connecting in such a unique way today?
Yeah, well, I'm the CEO of the Global Alliance of Facility Management Innovators. We are a platform where we want to create a meeting point for the FM industry with FM tech startups. And that's why Griffin and me are connected, because Griffin has this fantastic company, FlowPath, and you are with us, aren't you, on our platform?
Yep, and I'm just going to nod my head and pretend like I heard every word of that as I'm walking around. But I'm waiting here at the booth of DCM, and as they're about to get pulled away, we're going to be talking to Hillary with their organization about what they're doing. But they're making things happen here. So I guess before I go to take them away from the folks they're talking to, and I'm trying to steal them right now. All right, we've got their attention. So Hillary, we've got Hillary from DCM. I'm going to kind of go on the other side to get you guys a little bit of the logo. So we're live here on LinkedIn. We're coming from Austin, once again, Facility Fusion. So Hillary, why don't you introduce yourself and who you are and what you guys do?
Sure, I'm Hillary, Drawing Wizard at DCM Inc. And we basically eliminate all your drawing chaos. So we take your digital copies, your hard copies, and we'll categorize them for you and build whatever customizable plan you need for your facility.
Yes, I know. And I know also that you've already digitalized like 3.5 million drawings. So
Yes.
I would,
Well,
yes, I
so
would
it's
like to
so
know
loud we're having
what
to
is it?
pull it in, Cindy. So we're gonna have this
Yeah,
awkward moment as you're asking these questions, but I think you got that.
Yes, we've done lots of drawings. I think that's what
yeah,
that's
three
right.
and a half million.
I
That's
couldn't hear
amazing.
a word of it. What was that, Cindy?
No, well, DCM has until the moment have digitalized 3.5 million blueprint drawings until this moment. Can you imagine? People love the solution.
Yes, we have.
So I wanted to know, what is the secret of your success?
We have. Oh, you're putting me on the spot here. We're just very down-to-earth people, and we love doing this. We're very passionate about it. Everybody feels very strongly about what we do, and we just want to be able to help the facility managers and make everything easier for them and eliminate the chaos.
Yes, it's a fantastic cloud solution I have seen. So once you scan all these drawings, you tag and you put them in a cloud, and they are accessible from anywhere. That's what I saw. They're great, Griffin, coming from Canada, I believe.
Yes, we're in Ontario, Canada, just about 2 hours north of Toronto.
All right, so we're international. I missed everything. So you guys are totally international here?
We are. Mostly we're in North America right now, but we can do it anywhere. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned eliminating the chaos, and as we are in a very chaotic world right now, I think that is very on point here. What has been the main difference that you guys, like the main piece of chaos that you guys are trying to eliminate? Just like the clutter, both mental and physical?
Yeah, they're like we just have people grabbing all of their documents, putting them into a crate, sending it to us. We get rid of all the duplicates, we get rid of all of the superseded, and we're only giving you back the master copies, which are the ones that you need to be servicing your facilities.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Any parting words that you may not have touched on?
I don't know, I'm really nervous. Thanks.
Well, thank you for being such a good sport and being the very first one.
Thank
And we're
you
going to
so
continue
much.
to keep walking around and awkwardly doing this.
I know.
But all right, so how do you think that went, Cindy? For our very first one, as we're walking around.
Hey, it's all about experience, isn't it?
Well, I think all the hustle and bustle is good and all the noise is good as we're trying to do really cool things here in facility space. And everyone I'm trying to get on is interacting with attendees of the event. And so as I'm awkwardly looking over their shoulders, anything else in particular that you found quite interesting leading up to this event and the other events that you're a part of across the pond? Any trends that you've noticed within technology for FMs?
In technology for events, well, I think that every event organizer is like very nervous about how this is going, and if people are coming back to the physical space, and it's the same in the offices, for facility managers. That's a big headache. Like, okay, people are coming back, and what way they are coming back? What is the CEO deciding on how many days and hours are people coming back? And tech is fantastic over there to analyze the situation and to adapt the situation to this new situation, post-pandemic world that we are living in. So I think in events you can see the same thing. We're living in a new world.
Yeah.
And talking about And talking about events, we are launching our first events too next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
When is that?
We're doing a digital cleaning summit on the 19th of May.
Okay.
And in June, the 9th of June, we will do the Digital Maintenance Summit. And I have to say to you, I'm going to invite you right now, at this very moment. So we're getting into these events. All the startups that we are working with to present their solutions to the audience in general, and complement that with expert matters, subject matter experts talking about blockchain and talking about VR and AR and data sharing, and all in the facility management space. So it's a big thing. Yeah, we're really happy to do this. Next month.
That's very exciting. And so, first off, do you know how many people are going to be going?
Well, we know now how many startups we have. So we have normally per event 6 startups and about 4 or 5 speakers on different subject matters. And then it's me there and Maricel there, and there will be breakout rooms. Very important too, virtual breakout rooms, because we want our facility managers to roast you, the startups, and to pose you the difficult questions and see if you can answer them all. You know how critical facility managers can be, so get prepared.
That's awesome. And so as far as events beyond this first launched one that you mentioned, how frequently are you guys going to be having events throughout the year?
Well, what we are planning is that every event should be done in every region of the world, as we are a global player. So we would do 2 per year in the EMEA region, 2 in the APAC, and 2 in the Americas.
Gotcha.
Because what is also true for the startups, of course, as you know, if we do an event with you once per year, the jump that you make from year to year is just too big. We need to know about you every 6 months to be a little bit up to date.
Yep.
And
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
I
speak firsthand to the changes that happen so very quickly. And I think that's one of the, you've mentioned it before, one of the benefits of working with the startup world, and how quickly we have the ability to evolve and take customer feedback and help push the industry forward as a whole. So love the
yeah.
frequency there, because there's a lot of changes happening in a very quick period of time.
Yes, exactly, and also to respect people's space in where you live. And now you and me, we are talking. It's the afternoon for you. It's late in the evening for me. We have the right to come together in normal hours, let's say. So we do this frequently, so that every time zone has their own space to meet with you guys. So we're really excited on this, and yeah, it's a new thing, and we hope to make a big success of it. Also through every edition that we do, go and sum up, and that people come back, because every time there will be new things to see, although the players might be the same, huh? Like, do you have some new features lately installed in your FlowPath solution?
Say that one more time. You cut out that last portion of it.
Yeah, at FlowPath, what new features did you launch the last 2-3 months?
Yeah, so with the last couple of months, we've really added a lot of functionality. I think one of the main updates we've had, we already had the existing functionality of event facility rentals for various events. We've added a very intuitive asset reservation functionality here as well, and have really fine-tuned the offline capabilities, knowing facilities, we're not always in the areas with the best reception, i.e., here with all this noise. But being able to work and track all the information you're looking to track, doing that offline has been a big push for us as well. So those have been three key areas that we've been focusing on, and again, the fine-tuning facility and asset rentals, and asset reservations and the offline capabilities there has been very exciting for us.
Super,
Uh,
super. Yeah, if you is there anybody else close now?
I know I'm sitting here, and like I said, I'm trying to meander around, and we might have to have a little bit of a break here before we try to snag a few other folks and pull them away. So let me keep walking around and see if I can grab. I know Chris over at Disruptive Technologies and InfoGrid, we're going to have them on, so bear with me and the background noise as we keep on moving around. All right, I've grabbed his attention. So, Chris,
Yeah, great.
we're live here, and we'll kind of step away. Maybe a little bit of a background noise here, but I've got Chris with Disruptive Technologies and InfoGrid. Chris and Cindy. Hey, Cindy, nice to meet you.
Hi, Chris. Hi, nice to meet you.
So, Cindy's with FM Innovators and really highlights how technology is disrupting facilities and focusing a lot on startups. And so, why don't you give a rundown of what you guys are doing?
Awesome. So I'm here with Disruptive Technologies. We're with our partners InfoGrid. Disruptive Technologies makes some of the world's smallest wireless sensors. So that's a teeny little wireless sensor, yeah. And InfoGrid is one of the world's fastest growing smart building platforms. Together we take our information and we're able to help partners have healthier, safer buildings, to monitor critical assets, and to operate them more efficiently. Some of the ways we do that is we can use our data to see how busy rooms are and if they should be cleaned. We can use our data to understand how often desks are used and to help them optimize their space utilization. We can use our sensors to monitor for leaks and to help keep buildings safe and to prevent unnecessary expense. We can measure air quality to help keep workers healthy. So essentially what we do together is we make these tiny little sensors that are super easy to deploy. They're peel and stick, 15-year battery life. They connect seamlessly to the internet, and then we push it to our partners who take the information, make actionable data, serve it up so customers can go and be more efficient and be more business.
Very cool.
Right. Yeah, that's important, isn't it? That we get our buildings a little bit smarter.
Yeah, the whole movement around smart buildings, building in automation, using this type of technology to make us more efficient. I think that's a huge initiative, and that's really cool.
what you guys are doing. Well, it's great to be here.
Yeah. Well, Cindy, we're going to keep on moving around. Hey, it's a pleasure. I'll be stopping by again. We're going to keep on bebopping around here and seeing if we get I'm getting waves left and right. But yeah, some really cool technologies. Talking to obviously with what we're doing here at FlowPath, disruptive technologies and their sensors, DCM. So a lot of cool things going on, and I think we're going to be having to hit the pause button here and maybe have a reunion here in a bit as we're trying to find some more suppliers and technologies to highlight here. But Cindy, anything that you wanted to point out as you see all this background noise going on?
Yeah. What I wanted to point out, what I'm always thinking about, that a building is creating so much data. If we are thinking about, I don't know, from the lifts that go up and down, the cleaning robots that are walking around now, all the little sensors that are coming in. What I have seen as a new trend in this last 6 months is that people are really starting to think on how to share data among companies, because it's in the end a little bit not logical and even unsustainable to have that people duplicate the capturing of data and do not share them. But for that, we need to be open sourced, and everybody has to open up and wanting to share these data. I have even heard about blockchain technologies that say, listen, data that are generated in a building are not of the device or the company and the device that is producing that data, but the data is of the building itself. And that means that when a building is sold, then like a manual book, but online of course, these data should move to the new owner too. So that's like a new way of thinking about how these data should be treated and how we should share them among each other to make things more logical and friendly.
Yeah, I love that. And like I said, what you guys are doing, highlighting all these different technologies and the movement that we're having, embracing these different startups, the embracing of data and just automation being more efficient. I absolutely love that. And Cindy, thank you so much for bearing with me and being the guinea pig of the first going live on LinkedIn here. But this has been absolutely incredible, and we're going to be doing this again. I know you've got a lot coming up. Your conference is coming up. And for those that are interested in learning more, then we're going to absolutely post some more content and some links to that, those different events, and highlighting the different partners you guys have. But again, from Austin, thank you so much for hopping on here, Cindy.
Thank you a lot for showing me around and making me part of this. So thank you, and have a very good last hours there in Houston, I say, in Austin. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Cindy. Hey, take care. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Modern Facilities Management Podcast. Make sure to subscribe for future episodes and follow us on LinkedIn for more facilities management content.